If you are a collector or if you just like fine jewelry and you've got a great collection of items that you may not want anymore, or maybe you just need a loan to get you over, there could be some money out there and you need to go to the right people to get it. This is David Goldstein of Biltmore Loan, and he's here to tell us how he and his team can help you. We're talking Native American jewelry today. I have on a beautiful one of the pieces off of your table.
Fabulous Zuni petticoat bracelet.
Gorgeous. You see, some of these items, David, are worth thousands. How do we know what to look for?
You know, being here in the Southwest and living here over 40 years, when I was 15 years old, I actually started in Native American jewelry. Really? And that's where my beginning came from, my jewelry background. And what I find fascinating is that in every phase of jewelry, in every category of jewelry, there's a Van Cleef or Cartier. When you get to Native American, if you should have Jesse Monongi or you should have Charles Laloma, these are the
names that we should be looking for.
Yes, if you should have a piece of Laloma or very fine Monongi, that's where we're going to come in, because Laloma can bring insane prices.
And you know this because you were just back from the Tucson Gem and Minerals show.
I spent 10 days there.
And they were telling you that these stones are going for really thousands and thousands of dollars in some cases.
I'm always updating my knowledge. You know, as much as we know, things occur and things change. So when I say to people that come to the experts, that's really what I do. You know, if somebody doesn't know me and they were to know, and I would tell them my story, I've been here 40 years in the Valley, they could go to goldsteindiamonds.com and see what I do for 35, 40 years. Then I now opened this new business over 5 years ago, Biltmore, which is to get people a fair price, get them the expert and the knowledge that they are entitled to, and if they have a short-term situation where they want to actually loan against it, they could loan against it. If they want to sell it, they're going to get maximum price because we're professionals and we're going to do the work.
So who's your customer?
Our customer is everybody, Susan. That's the amazing thing. You know, I go and travel around the world all the time, and I introduce myself and I'll say to people what I do and how I do this now. And it could be, we hear from restaurateurs, we hear from commissioned salespeople, we hear from attorneys waiting for settlements, we hear from home mortgage, home sellers, real estate sellers, that a commission may not be coming in there in a short-term situation. We make that short-term loan a 15-minute situation where you can't do that in the bank, and more importantly, it's in a professional environment with professional people.
All right, so we're looking inside your Scottsdale showroom. What happens to our items once, you know, if we do want that loan? Are they protected?
Yes, everything is sealed right there in front of you with a seal. It can never be opened again. It's going to be handled by a professional in that particular department of whatever the category is that you're bringing in, whether it's art or crystal or antiques or sports memorabilia or a car or a piece of land.
You do everything.
We literally buy or loan on most things you own. So we will bring the value to it. If you're not sure of the value and you think you may have something valuable, and we're going to talk about that in my next segment, because really hit me hard when I heard one of these, and I was telling you the story, and I want to share it with our audience. But this is what it's about. Come to the professionals. We're going to give you either a value for a short-term loan, or we're always aggressively buying.
And the Scottsdale location was the first location, but then you saw a second location, which is in Chandler. Walk-ins are welcome there. And when I walk in, I get a free estimate. Walk me through how the process goes if I am bringing something like this to you.
There is no cost to you.
Okay.
You're going to have a professional look at it. If, in fact, there's something that we're suspect of and we want to do more research, we're going to do that for you for the purpose of both pro and con.
Okay.
So we're not, as I say always, we're not always the bearer of good news, but we're always the bearer of the truth. And you will see a professional person talk to you, and you will walk out in a comfortable environment. Our whole goal is to make you come back.
And the cool thing is, and he's going to share this story in the next segment, he keeps learning, and you said that just a minute ago. He was blown away by what he found out when he was traveling, and you travel a lot. You just back off a 6-week trip.
Off a 6-week trip, and I have to tell you, I was telling you the story, and I must have gloated about this to 4 or 5 of my dearest friends, saying, I'm 58 years old. I learned something this week at the Tucson Gem Show that most of my cohorts and subordinates do not know, and I found it just fascinating.
Fascinating, and he's going to continue to bring that expertise to you. So I want to give you some information. If you are sitting on an item right now and it's just nagging at you, you know what I'm talking about.
You're
it's
just
nagging at
curious.
you, and you're curious, let these guys know. David and his team will look it up for you. info@biltmoreloan.com is the email address. Give them a call for that free evaluation in Scottsdale, 480-991-LOAN. If you want to head out to the Chandler location, 480-705-LOAN. You can also visit the website, biltmoreloan.com. And if you want to buy an item, biltmorelux.com.